Shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah. Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Aqua that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yah Hanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. I wanted to touch on this article in essence. It says the U.S. Army conducted largest execution of its own black soldiers. Their grave sites are finally getting proper headstones over a century later. And first off, we're not black. We're just different shades of brown people. And our biblical nationality is we are Israelites. And if you are a so-called black person in America, you would be from the same tribe as who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, which his name is Yahweh, which means that he's the savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. You would be from Yahweh, or they call it Judah. That's your biblical nationality. No one's black. No one's out here looking like a damn car tire, you know. And there's no such thing as white people. No one's running around looking like a glass of milk. Right? Because those are social constructs that were made up by the so-called white man. And this vicious bastard is going to pay for everything that he has done, man. Everywhere that he goes is just destruction, is death, is disease, is whoredom, is drugs, is just nastiness. We ain't going to even talk about the other type of nastiness that he's in. This man is just nastiness, man. You look at TV and you just need to watch TV in the shower. The shit on TV so nasty. Come on, bro. Anyway, let's get into a little bit of this, man. Oh, and the true name of the Father is Yahweh, which means that he exists or the existing one. Again, the true name of his son, our king, which will be a so-called black man according to Revelation chapter 1, 13 through 15. His name is Yahweh Shai, which means that he's the savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. Okay, so now let's read into some of this and show you how vicious the so-called white man is. And they can say, hey, this was 100 years ago. This man hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. He's been at war America's been at war since they've been a country. I think they may have had like 9 or 12 years or so of peace since they've actually been a country. These fuckers been at war for centuries, man. Straight. Constantly. And this is why we tell y'all, hey, look, especially in these last days, if you fool enough to join this man's military, any of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, if you are fool enough to join this man's military, you get, hey, whatever you get, you deserve. You deserve it. Straight up. You would not get no sympathy over here. This man stole his country, let him go get his legs and arms and shit blown off, or his damn noggin knocked off, man. Let him go do it. And especially in this day and time, because see, you know who you're going to be fighting against? You're going to be fighting against the Lord. When them chariots come through with the angels, man, the heavenly host. That's who you're going to be fighting against. You're going to be fighting, matter of fact, you're going to be fighting against your own family member. If you join this man's military. I'm telling you, man, y'all better cut it out. Y'all better cut it out. And you women too. Y'all joining this man's military to help him go and rob and steal and shit, because that's all they doing. They get to talking about democracy this, democracy that. We must go and help these people over here. Humanitarian crises and all this other shit. But here you go. You shit on your very own people, your own citizens. So you know it's all a lie. And it ain't nothing but bankers' wars. Bunch of damn white people sitting back in big-ass castles and shit, never done a damn day's work in their life. Got your sons and daughters going to war and getting killed for them to rob and steal shit. Y'all better cut it out, man. Anyway, let's get some of the article. The U.S. Army, it says on December 11th, 1917, an Army trial led to the hanging of 19 black soldiers, which is considered to be the single largest mass execution of American soldiers by the Army. Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been there. In San Antonio, Texas, at the Veterans Cemetery at Fort Sam Houston, there is a row of headstones for soldiers missing the name, rank, date of birth, and the wars which they fought. Who do these graves belong to? Members of the 3rd Battalion, 24th Infantry Regiment, an all-black unit known as the Buffalo Soldiers, who were hanged on December 11th, 1917, in what is considered to be the single largest mass execution of American soldiers by the Army. The executed Buffalo Soldiers are finally receiving their proper, newly engraved headstones more than a century later. This occurred after the U.S. Army acknowledged that racial discrimination played a part in their trials and formally overturned their convictions and those of 97 other black soldiers who were found guilty of crimes associated with the riot. The Buffalo Soldiers had been assigned to guard white soldiers preparing for deployment to Europe as the Equal Justice Initiative cites. But from the beginning of their assignment at the Camp Logan, the black soldiers were harassed and abused by Houston police. See? This shit is crazy. When the soldiers armed themselves to confront the Houston police, after a series of police abuses, a mob of armed white men challenged them, leading to 20 deaths. No white civilians were ever brought to trial. While 110 black soldiers were tried, convicted, 19 of them were hanged. In a statement, Secretary of the Army Christine Wormuth said, "Oh, there you go with the woman. Oh, they gonna always send the woman through the to calm shit down." After a thorough review, the board has found that these soldiers were wrongly treated because of their race and were not given fair trials. By setting aside their convictions and granting honorable discharges, the Army is acknowledging past mistakes and setting the record straight. No, you're not setting no record straight. You're not setting no record straight. The Lord is the one that's going to set the record straight. Matter of fact, let me grab a scripture real quick. Yeah, you white folk, man. Y'all, you Edomites. So let me stop calling you white because you're actually pinkish to reddish in color. Your biblical nationality is your Edomites, man. You're from Esau. You're from Esau's bloodline. Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. See, the Lord is requiring this past, man. The Lord is the one that's gonna get the revenge for our people for this type of shit. And we're just waiting. We're just patiently waiting. That's all we're supposed to do. Kick back, teach the scriptures, let our people know that, hey, the kingdom is at hand. It's real simple. The kingdom is at hand. Our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And for you Edomites and you other heathen nations, and you're going into captivity. That's it, man. We have to warn you too. That's your demise. You're not getting away with all this shit that you've done to the children of Israel, man. And niggas will still go join this man's army. Even if this had not happened, why would you go join this man's army? For what? It says Corporal Jesse Moore, Angela Holder's great uncle, was one of these formerly dishonorable discharged black soldiers. Holder's great aunt, Lovey, was the first person to tell her about Moore. She had a photograph of him in her home, and I was a 6-year-old kid running through the house. And on a particular day, it caught my attention, and I asked my aunt, "Who is that? Why do you have his picture and all?" I was told that was her brother who had been killed by the Army, reported CBS News. Ours don't have a story. They just have name and date of death, Holder stated. The first time I came here, I touched the headstone, and I said, "Oh man, this should not have happened to you, but I'm going to do something about it." For Holder, righting the wrong for her great uncle will finally offer up completion, some peace. Nah, bro. Yeah, y'all not getting away with this shit, man. And this really is, it's shameful spewing. Matter of fact, let me get that. And the world is starting to see just how fucking, demonic you people are, man. Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. See? So the Lord is about to get down on you Edomites, man. And it's coming soon, too. You can already see your whole empire is caving. This place is whack as hell, man. The whole planet, man, is just all out of sync. It's nothing to do but just you work to rest, basically. That's all you can do. All you can do here is work to rest. And you're really not even getting rest in. All you're doing is just working to sleep. All your money going towards your house, your car, your damn car insurance, some other bill or but this, that, your food. This man have made it horrible for people to live on the planet. Horrible. This motherfucker is sending all your money to Ukraine, sending all the money to Israel, sending all the money to all these different places. Just war. You can't tell me this man is not the wicked, man. Anyway, let's see what else they got. Charles Anderson's cousin, Sergeant William Nesbitt, was among those hanged and has also been fighting for dignity in his ancestor's death. Fortunately, this past Thursday at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery, Angela Holder stood watch as proper headstones for her great uncle and other unjustly executed soldiers were unveiled. Now we'll have information on these headstones that reflect the service that they rendered to their country. No, this is not their country. This is not your rest. And that's the problem with our people, man. Here you go, they claiming you free, which you're not. But at least with the little bit of freedom that you do have, you shouldn't be putting no energy into nothing about America. Fuck they holidays. You shouldn't be out spending your money just, splur and making these people rich. Just go and do what you got to do. Go get your food, clothing, little things that you need, pay your bills, and stop celebrating this man's bullshit. Here you go, you acting like you niggas celebrate 4th of July harder than so-called white people do. And our ancestors were deep in slavery when that shit was instituted. Crazy, bro. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. This is not our rest here. And you can clearly see how sorely destroyed we are, how polluted we are as a people here. This man done put our women against us. He done turned our women into a complete weapon against us. We can't even trust our women. Daughters, aunties, grandmama. We can't trust no women around us really as far as so-called blacks. That's for sure. Hispanics, Native Americans. You taking a chance with your woman. He done completely put our whole family, he done put we can't do nothing here, man. We're through here. All we can do is wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to come and get us out of the hands of our enemies, which is the so-called white race and the other heathen too. But the main enemy of the Lord's in Psalms 83 is starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and then them damn Ishmaelites and fucking Arabs. All these nations that's in our neighborhoods, getting money. They don't put no money back into the neighborhood, but they get money and go back to their place. Or they just living lovely off of us. Come on, man. Y'all better wake the hell up. We are in the last days. This thing is about over with. And it's 4:41. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yeah, we about out of here. Oh, damn, that was it? Hold on. Had to be some more on it. I think that was it on it. I know it's more to the story, but still, But the comments, though, these people in the comments. Hey, but Jake pissed. Jake be pissed. Jake is starting to wake up. Jake's starting to see you so-called white people for who you really are, man. A lot of our people, they know what's up. And it's going to come a point where the Lord going to turn on Jake, man. This person says, this is proof enough that we shouldn't be in America's military. And they spelled America with the KKK. What exactly are we defending the right for the true enemy to keep abusing and holocausting us? I couldn't have stated it better myself. Yeah, why? Why you Jake joining this man's military? Why are you going to help him with anything? Jake go out of their way to help the so-called white man. This person says that was a long time ago. They always using that, right? They always going to use that. But 4th of July was a long time ago, but you celebrate the shit out of that. Right? They want you to remember 9/11. Memorial's Day, Labor's Day, and The Veterans Day and all these different days, and Thanksgiving, all these, they want you to remember all they bullshit. But when it comes to you, it says it's not the same now in our military. Shit, right. They probably not just doing shit like that or blatantly forward like that. But the military is, this place is still racist as hell. It's never going anywhere. Because the Lord set Esau and Jacob against each other. And that's not going nowhere until the Lord comes, man. He says people of color have reached the highest levels in the armed forces. Why? Because you got this Sambo Lloyd Austin in there right now. He ain't making no moves, man. You think they'll give him his own military and say, hey, you know what? We've had you so-called blacks for too long. We've held you for centuries. We're gonna give you a plot of land, and we're gonna give you the reparations that we owe you, and you can just go and start your own region, your own country. Go buy weapons from whoever you want to go buy weapons from. General Austin Lloyd, you train men so you guys can have an army, Air Force, Navy, Marine, whatever you want to call it. He ain't running shit. They not about to allow no so-called blacks to have no land. I was thinking about a lesson on that earlier where the scriptures talks about, matter of fact, let's go into this. Because I was meditating on this earlier, and it's probably the reason why I probably wasn't doing it just for this particular lesson right here. Because it just came up. Deuteronomy 47 and 48. Because thou serve not the Lord thy God. Now these are the curses that we're under. If you read, you know what I'm saying, from chapter 1, it gives you the blessings. Down to like verse 15, I think it is, or 14. And then from 15 on down, it says that if you're disobedient to me, these curses shall overcome thee. And so basically the curses are going to be on your ass. These curses that are in this book right here. And this is one of the curses, man. It says, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with the gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. See? These are our enemies. These people are enemies of ours. And we're serving them. On a day-to-day basis, whether it's at a damn restaurant or you making up a bed at a hotel they nasty asses done slept in. Or, just in general. Even their military. We're serving them in their militaries. But it says, you shall serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. Now, going back into slavery, for sure, we ain't had nothing to drink. We ain't had nothing to eat without this man. We couldn't get nothing to drink. We had to ask this man permission to get some water after, working in them damn fields. And in nakedness, what did he throw Jacob? Some dusty ass burlap, which is like potato sacks and shit. Now, even to this very day, 2024, you still got to go to this man for food, water, and clothing. To this day. Only thing Jake really own around here is maybe a barbershop, a nail salon, a hair shop, or some shit like that. Jake got a couple of little things. You even got certain little so-called black people that's bank on, but as a nation of people, we don't have shit. Individually, some of us are successful, but they're not gonna let all of us come together. And what are you gonna do? Say for instance, you got say you got the whole NFL with number niggas in it come together, with the NBA number niggas in it come together, right? All the actors, your Michael Jordans, your Oprahs, all of them come together. Hell, you might be close to shit, who knows, $500 billion, $1 trillion possibly. You bring all these niggas together, because some of them are billionaires, little shit like that, but you bring them all together, guess whose face is on the money? It's the so-called white man's face. If they all were to get together and to try and come together and try and put something together for their people, they ass is going to get blackballed and shut down. And the so-called white man going to freeze their accounts. Why? Because they're in control of freezing accounts. They own the banks. They're printing the money. They're coming up with the policies. You don't have nothing. You just a nigga here, man. And we are under these curses. Nobody fits these curses like us. It says, let me start that back again. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies with the which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, and until he hath destroyed thee. And I always like to put this in. Check this out. Watch this. I'm going to highlight this yoke of iron, right? Let's web search it. Oh, there you go. Niggas. Niggas, right? That's how you know who we are. Why don't nobody else pop up when you put in yoke of iron? See, they didn't think that we was going to get up into these scriptures like how we into these scriptures by the Spirit, man. See, the Lord, that's how you know we're in the last days. The Lord is starting to wake us up. And Esau can't do nothing about it. Also in the last days, hey, the enemy will be shown. That's why that, 2 Thessalonians. Let me get that real quick. See, the man of sin, Esau is starting to be revealed. Now they're starting to be called by their proper name, which is Esau, Edomites, Idumeans. They're not white. They're not walking around out here looking like a glass of milk. The scripture says that Esau will be red. Those are red people, man. Pinkish to reddish in color. Look at them in the wintertime or look at them in the summer. Why you think they always constantly out on the damn beach trying to get a damn tan, man? And that sun be tearing their asses up. Verse 3, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. This is what's going on right now in these last days. This is an indicator that we are at the end. The man of sin, the son of perdition, is starting to be revealed. And that man of sin is Esau, the progenitor of the white race. The white races, they come from Esau, Edom, and they are the wicked. You can clearly see it. I mean, shit, just watch TV. Look at the shit that they do. Look at all the things that's starting to pop up as to what they've done to people. Not just us. It's other nations they done fucked over. But not as bad as they've done us. Here you go 100 years later, you trying to come up with some goddamn gravestone. You know why? Because the pressure was put on them. Because people, see, this internet is tearing their asses up. They can't stop this internet. They can't stop people that TikTok tearing their asses up. Because people constantly doing videos on TikTok about the so-called white man and how vicious he is, man. They can't stop it. That's how you know they're going to shut the internet down at some point. That shameful spewing, man. They can't take it. They can't stand it. The damn skirt being lifted. They trying to run for cover, man. They're being revealed. Verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Who gave you white Jesus? Who gave you the white God? Who gave you the white angels? Who gave you white disciples? Every damn movie you see about the Bible is all them. They're the righteous. But in the meanwhile, they doing all the savage shit. See? This is him. He got cameras all over the place. He's got satellites all over the place. He wants to be all-seeing, all-knowing. Microphones and shit everywhere. Listening in on people's conversations. Zooming in on your damn text message while you walk in the street. Hey, this man is all over the place. He wants to be Almighty God. Now guess what he's trying to come up with for you Negroes? He's trying to chip your ass. That same branding he would brand niggas with back in the days. He'll put that hot-ass iron on your back. This Master Johnson slave. He got fucking JJ or something steamed on the back of your ass. Like like one of them Greek fraternity hookups. I'm telling you, man, this is him. Now he wants to chip your ass. This is what's coming next. This is his next move. You can't say that it's not him. Look at this. Yokes of iron. I just put the yokes of iron in and this pops up. You don't see nobody else. Look at this shit. You can't tell me. Hey, this truth is out here, man. You can't see that we're those people. Shame on you. Shame on you, man. Let me see, though. I wanted to go. Let me see if I think that was pretty much it. But I was going through a couple of these comments. Because Jake pissed, man. But this person did say that was a long time ago. It's not the same now in our military. People of color have reached the highest levels in the armed forces. I serve besides men and women of all races, color, and creed. I can say that my mentor and sergeant was the reason I am a man of and veteran I am today. And he was black. Yeah, right. I still look up to him to this day. The military is different than any other form of government or job. We depend on one another to come home alive. So the issue of race to me is almost mute in the military. We back each other up. At least that was my experience. Yeah, right. And this person responded, but that does not erase history. And that's right. Here you go with that lame ass excuse. Get the hell out of here, man. This person says that doesn't change, negate, undo, or make better what can only be described as mass lynching. See, Esau's starting to be told. As a matter of fact, he's starting to be told on his own by his own people too. Let's get that. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And see, this is the type of stuff that they don't want taught as far as critical race theory. CRT is what they see. They're trying to block stories like this. I even had my dad, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about critical race theory shouldn't be taught in schools because why should the kids have, they ain't gonna do nothing but put the kids against the kid. So you trying to tell me that the kids should know that these people are fucking vicious as hell? You should be teaching them that as you teaching them how to walk across the street and look both ways. You have to let the kids know that you live in a country where you're not treated the same. And my dad grew up in a time period where he know that shit to be true. But that's how broken down and weakened that they have made our elderly men, man. Our men of old. Because they grew up in the South, Alabama, came up under that, that Jim Crow shit. So, they were trained well. Not to, buck up or come up against the so-called white man. Like, why would you not tell you wouldn't want your sons or grandsons to know that, okay, hey, if you out in an area where it's predominantly them, you need to watch yourself. You need to be safe. If it's at all possible, don't even be around them. Now, I can remember when I was in the South, my grandmother, she always said, hey, she had two things for us as boys, basically. She was like, don't bring no white girl home and don't join this man's military. And I used to always kind of laugh, you know what I'm saying? Because that was, it was just something that was funny to me, but I understand now. You see? But anyway, verse 8 again, it says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And see, that's exactly what's going on. They're actually telling on themselves, but at the same time, too, they trying to get the fuck away from what's being said. Like, hey, we don't want nothing to do with anything that had to do. See, these are things they used to be prideful of. They used to be very proud of America, man. I tell you what, you want to test one of these so-called white people and actually see that they're the red people? Just go on your phone and play a quick video of a nigga getting his back beat in and see how quick they turn red as shit. Because they're going to be embarrassed. Try it. Just catch their asses off guard. Like, hey, Dan, check this out. and play. All they gonna give you is, oh, that's fucked up, man. They gonna give you that little bullshit song and dance, and they gonna be trying to get away from that shit like it's the Black Plague. Why? Because they know that shit wasn't right. And they don't want nothing to do with it. They trying to get, they get to scurrying like roaches when the lights cut on, man. They want to get away from that shit immediately. But they gonna turn red as shit. They gonna turn flush red because they're gonna be embarrassed by their history. But at one point in the time, they was proud of that shit. Proud of it, man. And that's why, hey, we not about to let up on Esau, man. I'm not letting up, goddamn. We gonna get Esau ass to business until we out of here. We gonna put his ass on notice, man. Through these scriptures, by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim outside, man. You grab a couple more of these comments and I'll get out of here. Okay, this person, Tony Bird, says this is what real history is, and this is what Florida, Texas, and all the other Republican-led states want to erase, hide, deny, lie about, and pretend it never happened. This person says precisely, and I can't agree with him more. I can't agree with him more. This person says, so almost 100 plus years later, the army is trying to right a wrong. Who would have thought it? But they're still dead. Their children that they would have had, see, their grandchildren and great-grandchildren never were to be. How's about how's about reparations for them? Yeah. Person says exactly, and unfortunately the most they can do is admit that they did it. And that's what they did. Anything more is irrelevant because it won't bring who they killed back. I don't know if you looked around, but I don't see many other nations admitting mistakes like this, even though it took way too long to do. Yeah, right. So yeah, what other nations have committed these atrocities? Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking. See, these so-called white people, they don't want to acknowledge. If you were standing in this person's face, they wouldn't say that. But they can hide behind the keyboard and type this stupid shit. That's what I'm saying. I ought to start. I'm telling you, man, I'm almost tempted to start a whole nother channel and just walking up on it with my phone already queued up with a nigga getting his back beat in. Or a scene from one of the movies where the so-called white man is running into the cabin to rape the so-called black woman and see what the look on their face is going to be. They're going to be looking red as hell and they're going to be trying to get the fuck on. Anyway, man, this shit is disgusting. It really is. It's sickening, man. When you be reading through these comments, it's sickening because Esau's pride. But that's why they're going to fall. That's the reason why they're falling right now, too. Let's get that real quick. All that prideful shit. Very prideful, man. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And that's what's happening to America. That haughty ass spirit, the Lord hates pride, man. That's one of the things that the Lord hates. In fact, let's go to Proverbs chapter 16. 6, Salakia. We start at verse 12. It says, a naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. That's Esau. That's the so-called white man. Everything he speaks is perverse, man. It's always, motherfucker always lying. He won't keep no treaties. Anything that he tell you, you got to just say, hey, man, chalk that shit up as a loss until you see otherwise. Straight up. It says, he winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. This is what this man does. Why do you think the North Koreans are against the South Koreans? They're the same people. Because Esau done went through there and caused discord among brethren. Why do you think the Chinese are against the Taiwanese and all these different places, man? Because Esau, the so-called white man, he goes in, they call it divide and conquer. Why do you think the family structure is like how it is in America? The woman is against the man is against the woman, the kids are against the parents, everywhere he goes, that's the type of atmosphere that it is. You can't get around it, man. It says, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. This is what, see, his calamity is going to hit his ass over the head so hard, so quick, he's not going to be able to respond. And it's really already in motion. That's why they scrambling and trying to do all this shit that they doing right now. You starting to, they trying to pump fake you, so to speak. Giving you bread and circus while in the backdrop, they over here changing up laws and rules and about to really try and enslave your ass with that computer chip. This is what this man is planning. It says, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. He's not coming back. There's not going to be no build back better or make America great again. Y'all not coming back from this fall that the Lord is about to. The Lord is about to fucking disseminate this place, man. This place right here is about to be a hot furnace, man. Straight up. It says, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, even seven are an abomination unto him. A proud look. Proud ass so-called white people, man. A lying tongue. All you fucking do is lie. And hands that shed innocent blood. What happened to these men? Their innocent blood was shed. Well, I mean, of course, from a standpoint of, we know that we're guilty as far as sin, and we're under the curses. I'm talking about from a standpoint of, here you go, you got these so-called black men. Why the fuck are they guarding so-called white men anyway? They out there just doing their job, military men guarding the post, so to speak, and the damn police got more power than a military black man. Come on, bro. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. You can't tell me this is not the so-called white man. He's quick to run all over the earth. He won't stay at home. His own citizens are going through the worst times of their lives, and this motherfucker is everywhere else talking about helping somebody else. All in the name of democracy. Blowing up shit. Come on, bro. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. But the point that I wanted to get is how prideful this motherfucker is, man. But I'm telling you, hey, look, this right here is the curses, Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. The Lord said we would have to go to this man for wants of all things. Thirst. If you want a damn Gatorade, you gonna pay him for the damn Gatorade. I don't give a shit if it's a Pepsi, a Coke, a Sprite. The water that come through your faucet in your house, you paying him for that shit. A bottled water. Damn, hell, even Similac milk for the babies. So, and it says in drink and hunger, you want a McDonald's, you want Burger King, you want a steak from Walmart. Don't give a fuck what you eating. A box of damn Mike and Ike's, some damn Skittles, some Cheetos. Don't give a fuck what it is. He's in ownership of it, and you got to go to him to get it. He done made it to the point where people don't even plant gardens no more. And even if you were to plant a garden, you got to go and get some seeds from him. Unless what you done bought from him, you keep some seeds out of it. Then it says in clothing. You might have he might own a little shoe shop, a store, he's selling clothes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Some damn do-rags, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But in the meanwhile, he's getting that from somebody else. He's not actually in control of the materials. He's not in control of no sewing machines, no needles, no dye, no patterns, Jake not in control of shit, man. You want to drive, you got to go to this man to get a license. You want to go fishing, you got to go get a damn fishing license. You want to go hunt, you need a damn hunting license from this man. Matter of fact, if you even want to be a barber or a nail tech, a beauty, you got to go and get some damn permit from it. Or this man done got to the point where the IRS want crooks now, motherfucking people that steal or however illegal way they got their money. They want you to report those earnings. You're not stupid. This is how greedy this motherfucker is. And he really thinks that the crooks are stupid enough to say, yeah, I made $30,000 off crack this week. The fuck out. Salakia, man, for the language and rant. Salakia for the language and rant. Let's get this, though. Tired, man. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Yeah, man. Hey, coming into this truth, you're gonna be. It'll, man. Hey, you're gonna be vexed. You're gonna be. You start to hate this shit, man. And really, in reality, if you're not hating this place, man, you better you might need to be getting into the scriptures some more, fasting, praying, something, man, because you're not supposed to like this wickedness, this evil that's going on this planet right before our very eyes, man. That shit's supposed to disgust you, because this type of shit right here is disgusting, man. Disgusting. You damn. Hey, I'm telling you, man. You damn Americans, and you damn Edomites in general, and wherever you are, y'all gonna pay, man. Incredible. But hey, that's why we say The scripture says, hey, never trust thine enemy. You're not supposed to trust this man. You see a damn recruit walking up, especially you young so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men, tell a recruit to get the fuck out of your face if they ever run up on you talking about, have you ever considered joining the army? Get the hell out of here, man. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. Because I'm telling you, the last woe, the third woe, the World War III, when the Lord gather all the asses up together and they fight, when the Lord, you gonna be, if you in the American military, you're gonna be fighting against the greatest power ever, which is the Lord, man, the heavenly host. You not gonna stand a chance. You gonna get your asses blown away for the so-called white man. Are you serious? All right. Hey, you've been warned. Anyway, I'm gonna end out there, man. Hey, for real. All right, well, with that, Shalom, and a Bible ball, man.